Hello, this video brought to you, no it's not, I'm only joking, I'll say Wrangler. How you doing? I'm in a house with nobody else in it. But for how long, so I better get this shave done. This is going to be an in real time shave. First of all, I'd like to show you Mrs. W's DE razor, which she shaves her legs with. It's called a Haradale or Halad, something like that, from London, but it's a nice pink handle, so I bought that for her. She loves it. So I just thought I'd show that in a real shave video. I talked about it in the last video, but never really showed it. Today's blade is going to be a Derby Extra. Derby Extra, and it's a second use. Today it's already in the razor, so today's razor is the Parker 96R. That's one of my favourite razors. Yes, you probably guessed it. Joe usually shaves with this brush here. I know I have tons of other brushes, but I love this brush. This is the Yaqi brush, 24mm knot, Mocha synthetic. I'm going to have a kind of like a little, like a citrusy shave today. So the shave soap of choice is going to be Taylor's of Old Bond Street Lemon and Lime. And this one here I bought in a Turkish barber. It's a cologne, lemon cologne, natural cologne, red one it's called. So yeah. Also today I'll be trying out a new product. Got this in Savers. I've got two of them, green one and black one. This basically immerse the sponge in hot water. Immerse sponge towel in hand hot water. Squeeze and apply to the face to soften the beard. Shave and remove the excess. Rinse with the sponge in cold water. Squeeze and apply to the face. Apply to the face to close skin and pores. So we're going to try this. It feels wet inside the bag. This is moisture sealed, but I can feel wet. My hands are wet. Here we have the sponge. It's wet. So that's the size of it. So somebody just walked in, not in the bathroom, but in the house. So I'll immerse that in the sink of water. Apparently it gets bigger. Boys, keep the tone down, there's ladies watching. Speaking of ladies, hi Maya. I think shaving with Jill's subscribes to, so hi Jill. And Mrs. H is watching, hi Mrs. H. Steps. I know my whiskers are wet. I do feel like wanting to go and splash water on them. But hey, this might cut down the wet shirt too. Anyway, so you don't need to soak this brush. So I just dipped it in water. So let's start with the cream. I saw Sonata Shaves did a live shave. I missed it, but I do plan on watching the video, as well as Kevin. He did a live shave and I missed it. I can't currently do a live shave. I think you have to have more than 100 or more than 1,000 subscribers, and I have neither. So that's a good covering. Let's start lathering up. Already I'm smelling zest, lemon and lime. I've been mad about citrusy shaving soap since I started watching Mantic, and he had an orange Vanderhagen puck glycerin soap puck. I can't seem to find that anywhere. Maybe it's an American product. Look at that already. Now that would probably do, but I'm going to go now a wee dip of water. I realised in my last video I probably didn't use the adjustable razor right. A lot of you were giving me good instructions and great advice on how to use it. I think I'll go live someday on Paul Wetheads and get you guys to talk to me live about how to set up the razor properly. The mule, or not the mule, Merkur Progress. If you had seen me 10 minutes ago, I was in this clown outfit ready for Halloween. I'm crazy. I think that's perfect. Mrs. W's at work today. This is Monday, and I'm back into work the rest of the week because I was working at the weekend. So, and then I'm off for a week. It's quite difficult to get shave videos in and done. I'm planning on an outdoor shave very soon. Might do that in a week off. That'll be good. There we go, pass number 1. The Northern Irish government met today. Well, I say the government, I mean the main political parties that had been in power, although in typical Northern Irish politics, there was a falling out and half the parties didn't come. I like doing up the way up my juggler. I don't know why, I've always did that. I like to cut the way in a razor with the Northern Ireland political parties, but anyway, I'm only joking. Do you hear that feedback? My chin's as I've said in my previous videos, my chin's the part of my beard that's the most coarse. Okay. I'm gonna rinse with this. I think it's foppish and silly. These sponges, but maybe not. A lot of people think using a shaving brush and buying those razors is stupid, but we don't, do we, guys and girls? It's okay, panic over just slipped out of my hand. The shaving brush was fine. Okay, against the grain. There's a wee bleeder there. You call Alan and look at this and this. I haven't used a derby blade much to comment yet. But the whole seems alright at the moment. Now, what's it look like? We'll go for another pass. What do you think? One more pass. Bring the soap right up from the bottom. That's the good stuff. How have you all been doing? How's your shaves? I'm trying to work out which way I go this time. Any injuries from shaving recently? We'll give this a wee wash. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna call Alan. No mobile phone recording. Hello, Alan. Alan, can you come and help me? Oh, you're here already. Stupid. I'm stupid. I'm just acting the glype. Or as the Irish are called, idiots. I'm just acting the idiot. So here we go. Ooh, feel the burn. Feel the burn. You're gonna go to the burn today. More of a tingle than a burn. How long will this do me, by the way? Will this last a while? I don't use it in every shave. Next, I'm probably doing this the wrong way around, but I'm going to use this Nivea Cooling Post Shave Balm. Just a little taste. And finally, this is the good stuff here. Just having little pumps. And that, my friends, is the Monday shave. Had to think there for a minute. I don't know what to think of this thing. But I'll maybe use it for a wee while. And see, that's what it's called there. It's called a Ramir sponge. They come in a package like this. Ramir sponge for me and wet shave towel. So it's supposed to be soft now. Look, I'm blooding. I'm bleeding. That'll stop eventually. Alright folks, catch you all later. Bye.